Jew, an atheist, and a Christian got together. And this isn't a setup to a joke. It's the story behind this book, which I highly recommend. Alright, Dennis Prager is the Jew of the three. Mark Joseph is the Christian. Adam Carolla is an atheist. And so why would they all get together? It's because they have common ground about free speech. Every decent person does. You should be in favor of free speech, and I should do a whole video just about how good free speech is. Terrifying violence on college campuses across America. Students lashing out at any speaker brave enough to say something they disagree with. Precious snowflakes demanding safe spaces to protect them from any idea they haven't heard from their liberal professors. In this book and the accompanying movie, Dennis Prager, Mark Joseph, and Adam Carolla expose the attack on free speech and free thought. It began in the universities, but, fair warning, it's coming to your neighborhood and to your workplace. Yep, we do have a sad, scary situation going on in our country right now, where some people claim that you need to give supposedly mature adults a safe space. And they don't mean a safe space, because words don't hurt. But they're calling it a safe space where they don't hear new ideas and they don't hear ideas with which they disagree. That's scary on multiple levels. One is, these are college students, we're talking about university students. If they can't hear another idea without going into a panic or something like that, they're showing a distinct lack of maturity. But aren't you supposed to be mature at university? Hell, you know, maybe that should be a requirement for a university degree. Be mature enough you can hear different ideas. Let's see. But some of those people that demand safe spaces, they will literally attack and beat to death people with whom they disagree. So everybody should be safe from violence. The whole country should be a safe space from violence because of people being allowed to defend themselves from violence, so attackers are unsuccessful, and attackers being given punishments and make other people rethink their idea about attacking people. Let's see. So the two guys, Adam Carolla and Dennis Prager, both have radio shows and or podcasts. Dennis Prager, they're very different in more ways than just their religion. Dennis Prager is very intellectual. He has been a college professor. And Adam Carolla, he doesn't even have a high school diploma. In the book you find out he graduated, sort of, but they wouldn't give him his diploma because there was an issue about a missing book that he didn't pay for. So they're very different. And Adam Carolla, the way he got his lucky break being a podcaster was by being a boxing trainer for a celebrity charity boxing event or something like that, and somebody who had a television show, saw how funny he was, and he was on MTV. I never saw him there. I don't listen to his podcast now. Maybe it's hilarious and I should. I've got a pretty full schedule with everything else I've got going on in my life right now. Alright, the chapters are Showing Up for Work is the New Racism, Safe Spaces versus Free Speech. Yeah. And if one thought about free speech, you are a very bad person if you use violence to keep other people's ideas from getting out there. You're a very bad person if you want to use violence against someone just because of an idea. We have a whole different word in the English language when somebody dies because of ideas they had. Because it's such a bad thing to hurt somebody because of just ideas. So you are a very bad person and you should repent. And you can repent. You can be a good person. If you are trying to shut down speakers, if you are one of the people getting violent when there's a speaker with whom you disagree. One sad thing about the current wave of violence that the back of the book mentions is if you really have good ideas, you don't need to worry about a counter argument. I'm not worried about losing a debate about my political, social, religious ideas, because those ideas that I hold to, I have them because I've thought about it, because there's evidence behind those ideas, evidence to back them up. So I want freedom of speech. I want BitChute to leave up videos by people who think my church is wrong. I just want BitChute to take down hidden camera videos of sacred ordinances. And the competitors to BitChute that are not in favor of free speech, whose names I would rather not use. And let's see, this is white privilege and the culture of victimhood, in which we mansplain feminism and gender politics, leftism, liberalism and language, academic failure, unsafe spaces, where are the adults, losing the American Trinity, political correctness moves off campus, that's not funny, PC kills art. Alright, yeah. One reason this is a dangerous thing and it's going off campus, I said, is some of these students now at the colleges who are demanding to not hear ideas, who are getting violent against people just because of an idea, who are demanding safe spaces. They're the next generation of the business managers and things like that, and you might have a job that's got nothing to do with college. Maybe you end up with a job as a plumber, but the manager of the company went to college. In college, got told that if you don't believe the extreme leftist ideas, that you are Adolf Hitler, despite actually the opposite being true. And they're gonna go through your, try to find out what you clicked like on Facebook or something like that, and fire you, even though you're doing your job as a plumber and your customers are happy, because you committed the crime of not agreeing with the group. And there's a chapter here pointing out how comedians need freedom of speech to really be funny, and they should have it. You making a funny joke does not hurt me. If there's something funny about my beliefs or my life, go for it. Use me in a joke. That doesn't hurt. And so we need that freedom of speech. Poisoning our politics, what can parents do, how educators can do better, get happy, or this is all your responsibility. Reason for hope. The book does end with reason for hope. Like I said, reason for hope. We can be hopeful. They made a movie about their speaking tour too. I recommend the book and the movie. I did not see the movie yet, I must confess. But I should have. I still should try to find it to watch it. Thank you for watching. You should be a fan of free speech because you are a very bad person. You're morally corrupt. if you are against your political opponents having their freedom of speech. In fact, you're a lot like Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was really harsh to people just because of speech sometimes. Oh yeah, one other thought about this book is... What was the other thing I was thinking about saying about the book? Oh yeah, they went around and they talked to some college professors and some... I don't think he's a college professor. They talked to people of different political persuasions. I was surprised some of the people that they ended up speaking with, whose words are in this book, that I thought they were political leftists and against freedom of speech. But they did make some positive comments towards the idea of freedom of speech. Thank you for watching.